that the town's pubs imposed racial restrictions with reinforcements, and a battle developed in the street. Shots were fired in a 5-hour confrontation.
5
which
freaking hours? What? Hi guys, welcome back again to the channel. As promised, you're gonna be seeing his face here on the channel. So today we are going to be checking out Heroes Among Us incident at the Bamber Bridge. This video was requested and we are so excited to be checking it out. But if you're new on the channel, I am Starla. Welcome to Starla. Please feel free to like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into today's reaction. We haven't even started. Let's get started. Go for broke. National Education Center. Stories of courage, patriotism, and sacrifice. The World War II was actually mostly about sacrifice because the soldiers were fearless.
Hi, I'm Mitch Maki, president of Go for Broke National Education Center. We tell the story of the Japanese American soldiers of World War II, of their courage, patriotism, and sacrifice as they upheld America's promise. The promise that in our nation, no one is to be judged by the color of their skin, the nation of their origin, or the God whom they choose to worship. As we all know, our nation is currently struggling with a crisis of conscience. Despite the promise of America, not all individuals in our nation have been embraced by the American value of equality. In recognition and support of the Black community, Go for Broke National Education Center will be sharing stories of Black American soldiers during World War II, of their courage, of their patriotism, and of their sacrifice. They upheld America's promise, and in doing so, provide us today with a moral sense of direction. During World War II, Black American servicemen stationed in England were generally welcomed by their British hosts in ways that were completely opposite of the Jim Crow segregationist practices back in America.
Wow.
Black GIs would drink and socialize in mixed company in British pubs, where they were not only allowed to enter, but were warmly welcomed by the locals. Black soldiers saw around them a very different reality from that which they faced at home, a non-segregated society where they were welcomed as fellow fighters against.
It's like they went to a new land, England, and they are not treated the way they were treated.
They were not outcasts, they were not strangers, they received a warm welcome as if they were of the same nation, the same origin.
And it struck a hard to me because this is another man's country. I know we are all one, but this is somebody else's country, and you are treated better than you were in your own
country.
Wow.
Against fascism rather than second-class soldiers. The U.S. Army authorities, however, did not condone this equal treatment.
Really?
1943. The 1511th Quartermaster Truck Regiment, a segregated black unit, was stationed outside the town of Bamber Bridge. U.S. military authorities demanded that the town's pubs impose racial restrictions. The 3 village pubs responded.
Wait. Hold up. Like, how true is this? How true is this that the U.S. asked them to impose a racial restriction
To them?
to them? Soldiers that were dispatched to another man's land to fight another man's war. I can't believe what my ear is hearing, because contrary to this, right? Contrary to this story, I have seen other videos that showed a lot of patriotism from the American soldiers during the World War II. So me hearing this right now kind of like lit a fire in my soul that I can't even believe my ears right now. And I'm sorry for that part, but I'm going to really fact check this and find out if truly this was the latter of the case. But I can't really believe my ear hearing that the Americans asked them.
Racial restriction. Why?
Why?
You're fighting where anybody can die at any given time. So why are you being so Oh gosh.
This pisses me off.
Bonded with signs that read, "Black troops only." On the evening of June 24th, black troops and white locals were enjoying themselves at the Old Hog Inn. At closing time, white military police arrived and tried to arrest Private Eugene Nunn, a black American soldier, for not wearing the proper uniform. But they were faced with white British soldiers, both male and female, who sided with Nunn and his fellow soldiers.
Wow.
The incident escalated into a fistfight, and the military police were beaten back. Later, the MPs returned with reinforcements, and a battle developed in the street. Shots were fired, and Private William Crossland, one of the black soldiers, died with a bullet in his back. 4 other injuries to black American soldiers occurred in a 5-hour confrontation.
5
which
freaking hours? What? Do they need people to tell them what they're doing is not right? Because the England, they're also white. So them being so free with the blacks, there's no racial restriction or whatever, but they're trying to impose it on them to see things that aren't even clear.
Like, I'm so pissed off right now. The reason why I'm pissed off is this, right? The enemy is out there. The enemy is out there, not inside the camp. Like, the enemy
Yes,
is
you
literally
even start
out
to see,
there.
to see first class soldier and second class soldier, like the gosh.
You are defending your country, then you get shot in your country. What? Oh, God. I hate hearing things like this because it pisses me off. I'm out there fighting for my nation, and because of, I don't even know what the case was, but you saw people defending them, and he escalated to a
ended
gunshot.
at the Adams Hall Army Camp.
Came back with
The events of that
reinforcements.
night led to the death of 1 black soldier, significant injuries to several others, and the convictions of 27 black American soldiers,
Conviction.
which would later be commuted or overturned. The events in Bamber Bridge highlighted the vexing paradox of race relations and prejudice at the time. Despite the open-armed welcome from British citizens, the U.S. Army uniform provided no protection from the racist attitudes embodied by the U.S. Army authorities. After their service, black soldiers returned stateside with little tolerance for the pervasive and prejudiced Jim Crow laws. But they soon discovered once again that their service provided no protection from the discrimination and racial violence that still permeated America. The harsh reality was that some black veterans were to be lynched,
Yeah.
a harrowing image of suppression and racial intolerance.
I can't believe there was a time like this in the US. I literally can't believe that there was a time like this in the United States of America, because what I'm hearing right now, right, to be frank, I literally thought that Europe was the only ones that were like, kind of like, will I use the word,
Racial?
had strong hold over colonization and slavery and
Okay,
this racial
stuff.
discrimination and everything. But now hearing that there was a time that the Americans
They're
had such, they were
like
so,
really blinded by it.
like, no, this breaks my heart, for real. This breaks my heart because I'm a real lover and
US.
patriotic, American. Even though I'm not born in America, but I'm a real patriotic American, and I will say for a fact that this is not acceptable, regardless of the nation. It is not acceptable. What? For what? They are already serving in the army.
And
I cannot even believe there is a racial discrimination in the army.
force, a first class soldier and a second class
Like,
soldier.
why? These are men that are entering the
Yeah, the
battlefield.
fact they even leech some soldiers when they go back to the States is quite alarming. Like,
Can't believe my eyes
The
and my
struggle for
ears.
equality and social justice continues on today. We at Go for Broke National Education Center honor these Black American soldiers of World War II who served and sacrificed for our nation. And we continue our commitment to ensuring America's promise.
I honestly never knew this side of the American
To be
story.
honest, I was thinking they won't apologize for what they did. But seeing the reverse was the case is quite heartbreaking, really heartbreaking to see.
It breaks my soul to know there was a time like this in the US history. And to be frank, right, I feel like a lot of atonement need to be done.
Yeah, it actually really needs to be done.
A lot of it needs to be done. Men went to fight in the battlefield. They are not supposed to be feeling, they are supposed to be getting praises. I'm a very die-hard fan of the military, right? But this is a time in the military history that I will tell you that I am not proud of and I am not going to stand by it. It is total injustice. The same fight that we are all fighting, the fight of freedom, is what you suppressed in another man's heart. So I don't support this. US, you guys need to do better concerning this history. If this case is the truth,
Gosh, let
this is
us know.
heartbreaking. Honestly, like I don't even know what to say at this point. It is infuriating for me. It's vexing. I'm angry about this. The soldier there risking his life, laying down his life for the safety and for the continuity of a nation, and then yet he's still receiving backlash. Yet he was killed by his
Because of
own
his skin
countrymen.
color.
Yet he was killed by his own countrymen. Took a bullet to the back of the head.
Please let us know what you think about this video down below. Share your thoughts.
I'm vexed.
It's really pissed. Really, really pissed. It's actually not something to laugh about because it's very sad to see. Like really, really so like this video just brought my mood down, to be honest. We'll see you guys on our next one.